So the Sonic Frontiers game just dropped, and I've always been a big fan of Sonic. I love the classic Sonic games. I love Sonic Rivals on PSP. That was a great one. It's actually the way I learned what rivals meant. I use that word every single day in school. I probably use it like 3 times a day. I would go up to kids and be like, hey, you want to play basketball so we could be rivals? And they're like, what the fuck does that mean? That doesn't fucking mean anything. So I like Sonic, and I want to play the new game, but it's $60, and I don't really want to pay $60 for every fucking new game that comes out. They're also expensive. I can't afford that. That's why I play indie games, because they're $10, $15 and they're great games. But I want to be able to play the Sonic game without paying for it. And then I realized I can make games. I've made games in the past, and I haven't made a 3D game yet, but I could probably make it. So I decided that's what I'm going to do. Instead of paying for Sonic, I'm going to make it. And I'm going to make it in less than an hour, because I don't really want to spend that much time making a full-fledged game. I can just make a game in an hour, play it, and then move on with my day. And anyway, Donkey said Sonic sucked. So how hard could it be to make a shitty game? It's actually pretty hard. So I started the timer. After 1 hour, I have to stop what I'm doing, and that's the game I made. So I have this checklist. This checklist is everything I have to do. I have to make Sonic, I have to make the ring, I have to make the background, I have to make Sonic move, and I have to make him collect a ring. And I think within an hour, that's all pretty reasonable. I feel like I could figure that out. I feel like I could do all that. So to start off, I forgot that I don't know how to make shit in 3D. I don't know how to do anything in 3D. I mean, I used the 3D program once and I made this ugly Kirby. It's like the most disgusting Kirby you've ever seen in your life. But I was like, I use this program. I can pump something out really quick. I can pump out a shitty Sonic design. So I did. I made this Sonic, and he's beautiful. He's the most beautiful Sonic you've ever seen in your life. He's amazing. I love this Sonic. He's great. So I got that done. I exported him as an OBJ file. I don't know what the fuck an OBJ file is, but I'm hoping that's what I need. So I opened Godot, and then I forgot that I've never made a 3D game before, and this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what's going on. Usually I'm used to like a blank flat screen. Once you add the Z-axis, it's the scariest experience of my life. So I'm trying to figure out how to traverse this, and I'm like, all right, let's start off with adding Sonic in. Let me add this OBJ file, and we'll at least have Sonic to start. So I threw it in, and then I have the tiniest sprite of Sonic. So I'm like, okay, let me scale it up. Let's see what this guy looks like when he's big. And he has no color. Where the fuck are Sonic's colors? I drew colors. I painted colors on him. They're not there. I didn't realize with 3D shit, you have to add like textures or something. I don't know what the fuck a texture is. So I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I can't figure it out. I tried looking it up online how to fix it. They don't speak English. I mean, they do speak English, but it still makes no sense. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. So I decided instead to get some 3D models of Sonic that have been already made. I found this website where you can just download assets from previous video games. So that's what I did. I downloaded Sonic. I took his shit. I took whatever this folder was. I put it in the game, and then I uploaded Sonic. And then I don't know what I did, but he's so fucking big for no reason. He's massive, massive Sonic. And this Sonic has no color either. But I'm like, all right, at least now I have the color. I have an ability to color him in, but I've never colored a 3D object before. And I thought all you have to do is just throw some shit in it. It does it for you. Turns out, oh, there's like 200 fucking layers. I don't know what's going on. I'm throwing color in there like it's a magician's coloring book. When I was 5 years old, those fucking dumb magicians, they were like, hey, name a color, throw it in the book, throw it in the book. It's good. The coloring book is gonna have some colors. That's what I felt like I was fucking doing. I was throwing colors in, there was nothing happening. So I have this fucking vitiligo Sonic going on here. So I'm like, all right, that's enough. We're running out of time. We can't be spending all this time fucking coloring Sonic in. So let me move on to the next part, get a background. So I downloaded a Sonic map off of the website, and I threw that in. That didn't have color either, but I didn't give a fuck at this point. We gotta move, we're running out of time. So then I needed the ring. I downloaded the ring, I threw that in there, but at least that one only has one color, so I threw the color on, and we have this nice splash of gold in the game. At least we have that to bring some sort of fucking justice and peace to this whole, I don't even know what's going on at this point. So we got the game set up, we got all the assets, and I pressed start so I can at least see what's going on, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I know there's stuff there, but there's nothing when you press the game, and I didn't realize you need a camera. I've never used a camera before because I didn't need to use a camera in 2D games. I mean, you can use it, but for my case, I never had to use one. So I had to set up a camera. Now I'm looking at the fucking wall. What am I looking at? I'm looking at nothing. So now I gotta move the camera so I can get to Sonic. I don't even know if it's facing him or not. It could be facing the opposite way for all I know. But luckily, it's facing Sonic, and we have like literally no time left. There's no way I'm gonna be able to have him collect coins. I don't even know if there's gonna be gravity in this game. But I was like, you know what? Last step, let me make Sonic move. I made the most bare bones piece of shit movement script ever. I mean, I've never moved something in 3D before, but I was like, it's probably the same shit as 2D. It's basically the same thing. Instead of vector 2, it's vector 3. So I added a movement script just for him to move forward, and I press play. And as you press up on the arrow key, he slowly moves back into the abyss, into fucking hell where he came from, and I pray that he never comes back. And that was my Sonic Frontiers game. I made that in less than an hour. And if you want to play that game, you actually can't because it's garbage. No one should play it. I don't want to open the file I made ever again. I hope this file never sees the light of day ever. But if you do want to play some of my games on my Patreon, you can play these beautiful games that I've made in the past. They're very good games. They're actually fun, and you can actually play them. And they're all 2D, which is great because I know how to make those, which is why I made them. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but yeah, that was my Sonic game. Maybe I'll just end up buying Sonic Frontiers at this point. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I know I keep saying Sonic a lot like it's sponsored. It's not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored. That'd be great, but it's not. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great fucking day.